My name is Isabel Pileggi, and following Hurricane Ian, this is the plethora of issues that accompany the natural disaster that transformed my life 2 years ago. Not only did the storm leave a path of physical destruction in its wake, but it also changed my outlook on life. After being evacuated by the National Guard and combing through what little was left of my childhood memories, what I learned in the aftermath completely changed what I thought about my life. Reflecting on the impact of this devastating flood, this speech is about how it shaped my perspective on my resilience, and the amount of community support we were shown, and the value of my possessions. One of the main things I learned about myself was how resilient I really was. This flood altered my life and my family's, and I had no choice but to learn how to move on. In the face of chaos, having to quickly make decisions and be mature about the entire situation really meant I had to grow up quickly. Regardless of being 19 years old, I had to come face to face with reality and grow even more in such a short amount of time. We had to make calls left and right for insurance, our house, our cars, and I quickly realized how expensive things really were. Despite my personal life being in shambles, I had to continue to show up to work and even go to school. We lost a lot more than just furniture, including our cars that were all totaled. We ripped out our own floors, drywall, and trashed everything that was waterlogged. While we had to face a lot of these problems on our own, our friends and family helped us fill in the gaps and help us navigate this new chapter of our lives. Our village really showed up when we needed it. Our friends and family came to our aid in every way and then some. All of our jobs gave us 1 to 2 weeks off to recuperate and find our footing again. My boss in the business I worked for at the time rounded up people and raised over $2,000 to help me and my family. My dad and sister's jobs did the same, as well as signed us up for Red Cross and checked up on us consistently. Friends and family came to our aid. My sister's boyfriend gracefully let us stay with him and his family for 2 days after the storm. They took us out to get our minds off of things, feeding us, buying us things, and my uncle on my dad's side also let us stay completely rent-free for nearly 4 months after the hurricane. We needed a place to stay, and our family offered to house us while making our house livable again. So many friends and family offered to let us use their vehicles as well. They even showed up to help us demo our house, drop off food and snacks, help us move back in once we were ready, and way more. One of the hardest parts for me was going through what was left of my photos and things. Having friends and family there made it easier than crying over the ruins of my bedroom. However, it did make me realize that a lot of the stuff about what I owned and the supposed value of what they meant to me. Having to grow up and come face to face with the reality of being displaced and separated from my sister, I had to learn how to live without certain things. Having to throw almost everything away, including photographs, arts and crafts from my siblings and I childhood, and the water that came into our house that ruined everything that wasn't a foot off the ground was contaminated as well. I quickly realized I was way too attached to things that didn't even mean anything to me. I kept things I didn't need, and this helped me become much more minimalistic. I had to buy all new furniture, but we also got lucky and got our hands on some used furniture that we ended up loving after refurbishing. I collect albums from my favorite musicians, and realizing that I lost almost all of them was devastating. The amount of money I lost and heartbreak I felt was surreal. Having to peel away bleeding photographs and seeing just how much we lost was overwhelming, not gonna lie. But not being able to ever look back on those certain memories ever again was a lot to handle. I remember crying on the way into the neighborhood and crying when we got into the house. I had to break into my childhood room because the wood of the door and the frame had swelled. It was life-changing. My life changed in mere hours, and my family's did as well. Watching the water press against the windows and seep through the cracks, it broadened my understanding of the world around me. I learned how resilient I really was, and that those around me would drop anything to help me and my family, but I also realized I don't need a lot of material things to make me happy. The effects of this flood had forever changed my life, as well as so many others. This hurricane adapted the way I react, deal, and move on from things. September 28th will always be remembered as the day it all went down, but it also was the day I was forever changed. I'm grateful I was able to escape the rising waters with my life and a lot of my things. Many people weren't as lucky. People lost their houses, their pets, their things, and even some lost their lives. I can definitively say that I came out of the storm a new person and way stronger than I was before. Thank you so much.